Andy said before the game, he said, well, you ought to be the coach of the year in the region. He said, you've done a great job.
I like working with these boys. I enjoy it, so
yeah.
It makes it a lot easier.
Who got the assist on that first goal? Was it?
You know, I got...
They said up in the press box it might be Connor Curtin, but I didn't...
I think it may have been Connor that put the ball through.
I hate to put the wrong, you know.
In all honesty, if it's from this distance in my eyesight...
that dual Lolly got to go down.
Dual got to go, yes, sir.
Yeah. You got some good close-in shots that first half, didn't you?
Yes. When we possessed the ball and, you know, played our normal game and didn't get into the running game with them, we played much better. And our first half is indicative of that.
You didn't want to get in the running game, huh?
No, they're too big, too much talent up top. It's not a game you want to get, you know, knocking balls back and forth.
Too big and talented? Or?
Oh, definitely. Definitely up top. Henley's a great player. Very talented young man.
Seemed like once they got that first goal,
it was a difference in us and our defense. In honesty, you know, our guys, you know, we started playing a little more defensively, not pushing forward when we got possession of the ball, which makes it very difficult to, you know, to maintain that possession when you have that gap. You know, that's a tactical mistake, formation mistake.
You started playing more defensively.
Yeah, well, not intentionally. I think the guys, you know, they get that first goal, they don't want to give up another, so they start hanging back a little bit. I mean, we're trying to urge them to push forward, to, you know, to close the gap, to make it easier on the guys to possess up front. As fast as the game goes, it's hard to get them to do that sometimes.
Was that the difference in the second half?
I think so. That's a big difference. We didn't possess the ball like we should, and it had to do with, you know, lapses we had between our midfield and our defense. The effort was there, for sure. The boys worked the entire game. You can't fault that.
It's been a good year for you.
It's been a great year.
Yeah, really has.
It's extremely enjoyable.
Yeah. Of course, you're all in different regions.
Yes.
Yes. Henley got loose on the second goal.
Second goal, and I believe he had an assist too. I mean, it just shows how strong a player he is. The young man is extremely talented, extremely dangerous. Yes, sir. We knew going in that, you know, he's going to be the most dangerous player that they have.
Is that right?
You can't let him have that space. You know. Defensively, you know, our guys knew that. Closing that gap down and not allowing him to possess the ball and face the goal. It's something we had to work on for sure. We'd like
the
to play
first goal, it was pretty nice the way he set it up.
Oh, definitely. You know, he beat a defender on the outside over here, brings the ball in and then lays it back.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Joe played well. I mean, first half
we played extremely well. You know, we definitely outplayed them in the first half. Second half they outplayed us. And, you know, for 75 minutes, we were able to, you know, stay in the game no matter, even the difficulties we were having with our formation and moving up and down the field, we were still able to stay in the game. It's just, you know, you get that second goal, you know, you get a little deflated, and it makes it a lot more difficult. But you got to give credit to them. They're a strong team. They play their system extremely well.
Thanks a lot. Good luck to you. Hope to see you play again.
I appreciate it.
Hi, Coach.
How you doing?
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Heard you talk about possession. You know, talked to Coach Schulten real quick, and he said that any team they played, including St. Ignatius, who's number 5 in the country, he hasn't seen a team possess the ball as well as Trinity did tonight. Sounds like you might disagree with that, but you got to be pleased with the effort you put forth despite the loss.
I mean, I don't know. I can't judge, you know, about the teams he's played. I know we possessed the ball extremely well in the first half. We played extremely well, you know, in certain areas, in certain times during the second half. But you can't have those lapses, and you can't give the ball away, you know, and then you can't put that much pressure on your defense when you have somebody that talented. You know, they have 2 or 3. I mean, they have great players across the field. But when you have somebody as talented, and I can't remember that young man's name. You can't let them face the goal. And they can't they can't receive the ball in space. If they do that, they can make you pay.
Sure.
Obviously, they did. You know, twice in the second half. The last 2 goals. we played hard. It had nothing to do with effort, and and I think fatigue in some areas played a role. I mean, we were down a couple of defenders. We had a couple of injuries, and we had a guy playing hurt.
And they were able to rotate at some key positions too, where they might have a little more depth.
I think so. It's definitely not the reason why they scored on us, but we had to play a couple guys in different positions because of injuries, and they played well. It didn't hurt us. I don't think at all. I thought we played extremely well.
You still have one of the elite teams in the state right now. You've won 17 to start though. Lost to Manual by a goal. Lost to St. Actually by a goal too. What do you do now to kind of get them going back in the right direction as we kind of come toward the district and regional time of year?
Number one, we have to do what we do best, which is possess the ball. And that also means maintaining our formation. Okay? Everybody moving as a unit, working the ball down the field. Don't get so anxious to go forward. It's okay to receive the ball and play the ball back and then make your runs. We didn't do that in the second half. We played the ball forward. The guys would try to turn and give right back on top of our defense. It's part of the reason our defense is hanging back, because they knew the ball's coming right back at them. But that's an entire team thing. We had to move as a team, and we just didn't do it. Going forward, we definitely need to do that consistently. The teams we play, next week we have one game, our senior night, and we got an entire week to work. And we will be working on next week.
Sure.
I think fitness is another thing. We're going to get work on that a little bit next week. Get us ready for the postseason. We started this week a little bit. Get back into it next week and hit the ground running in the postseason. Starting on Tuesday, the 10th.
10th, right?
I think it is.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you.